Is it just me, or is online hate worse than ever? These days, before you even open the comments section, you already know there's going to be someone ranting at something or someone, and so much of it is completely misplaced and unjustified. But how did we get to this point? In this video, I'm breaking down why I think online hate has exploded recently, some YouTubers that have experienced this, and how you can deal with this as a creator. I think one major factor to hate getting worse and worse is because many social media platforms, if not all of them, train people to hate. That statement might sound extreme, but give me a couple of minutes and I'll show you some proof. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube are all centered around trends, viral content, and algorithms. Many of these platforms' algorithms, especially TikTok, group people based on their similar opinions and similar actions. This is to provide them with content that they enjoy watching and keep them on their platform for longer. For example, you may get shown videos that support a specific political view, or videos that tear down a certain creator, mainly because you've shown the algorithm signs of thinking this way before. For example, you may have liked a video on that topic and opinion before, or left a comment on a similar video. And they might even have managed to track your behaviours off of the app too. Over time, these algorithms then feed this user with similar videos that have a similar viewpoint to them, making it seem like everyone agrees with them, and therefore reinforces the idea that their opinion is the general consensus. Take a look at this specific example of this happening. This couple both viewed the same post but saw wildly different comment sections that focused specifically around their gender's point of view.
This is the most insane example of how everyone is experiencing completely different social medias at the exact same time. Like, this video, my boyfriend said he'd be over by 3 after golfing. I opened the comments of this video and everyone was saying, oh, that's really rude, it's the disregard of her time, I don't like him. Did he communicate with you? If not, then that's a red flag. Okay. I send this video to my boyfriend who was sat next to me, and then I said to my boyfriend, lol, look at the comments. Tell me fucking why. My boyfriend opens the comments on his phone. Again, it's the first list of comments that come up. It's the same time on the same video. Or you could get your own hobby instead of waiting around for him. Like, God forbid he has a good time. He meant before 3 AM, he's ahead of schedule. No fucking wonder we're all so divided when you can look at the same comments on the same video and it'll change them based on who you are, and I presume based on like other activity in the app.
I believe this shows just how much we are manipulated and almost trained to hate certain people and certain opinions, without us even having a clue that it's happening. And this is not to mention that many social media platforms almost encourage hateful comments, as often comments that are divisive and hateful often get likes, replies, and more attention. It creates this toxic cycle where people join in on the hate without ever questioning whether it's justified. A big example of this recently is AARONS. Over this last year or so, this YouTuber has received an immense amount of hate. And why? Just because he made positive changes in his life. In the last 18 months or so, Danny has transformed his life in many different ways. He went from being this out of shape FIFA YouTuber to someone who improved his physique and fitness, worked on his style, and even entered a relationship. These are changes that anyone should be proud of. But instead of celebrating him, huge parts of his audience tore him down for this. He is constantly accused in the comments of betraying his fans and changing, just for improving himself. This is where the dark side of social media comes into play. When people see someone leveling up and improving in life, it often triggers their own insecurities. Instead of reflecting on their feelings and their life and making a change, they lash out on someone else. It's easier to tear someone down than to confront their own jealousy and dissatisfaction with life. Danny became a target, not because of anything he particularly did wrong, but because his success made others uncomfortable. And this isn't an isolated case. This happens to massive creators and YouTubers all the time. A very similar thing happened to Ethan Payne, or Bazinga, from the Sidemen. He went through an incredible body transformation, yet a lot of fans just decided to tear him down for this, saying he changed. So if you're a relatively new creator, how can you deal with this first wave of hate comments? It can feel crushing, especially the first few times you get a hate comment. But the way I like to think of it, and it is truthful, is that if you're getting hate comments, it's often a sign that you're doing something right, as this is a sign that you're reaching more people and that your content is gaining traction. If more and more people are noticing you, it means you're making an impact. The more successful you get, the more noise there'll be too. It's just the way it is. And remember that hate comments often say a lot more about the person leaving them than they do about you. They're often projecting their own frustrations, jealousy, and dissatisfaction with their life, and you're not the problem, they are. And for every hater you get, there's probably 3 or 4 more people that actually appreciate your content. Try and only focus and engage with those people. That's where your energy should go. Online hate is an inevitable reality if you're an upcoming creator. You just have to build a thick skin as to where it doesn't bother you anymore, and that you don't let it define your journey or your love of making content. One thing that helped many of your favourite creators grow, including Danny, was focusing their channel around a smaller niche, and then later branching out. Watch this video right here to see why this is important and how you can do the same. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. Peace.